Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. I'm here with Fun2001. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
And today we're going to discuss the latest trailer that we've been given by Codemaster and the latest information in the same time. And there are some pretty interesting things here, like manual starts or formation laps, which last time have been seen on F1 Championship Edition. And yeah, in my opinion, it will be something to watch for, especially if you do a league racing. Let's say if you have a really poor start, it will cost you. And also, the pit lane entry it will be manual, so you can't just go full throttle as we used to do in the previous game. So it definitely make you to pay more attention to the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, and also think it's also more challenging, and I think that's what Codemasters needed to bring into the game, because in the last games you just go flat out into the pits, and you have to watch out for AI who are braking in front of the pit lane.
And just to relax yourself in the meantime,
Yeah.
just take a drink while you have the pit stop.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, and
Yeah,
also in the safety car periods, you can't just lean back and just drive a little bit. You also have to watch out that you stay in this limit, also speed limit, and you don't fall back again behind the car that much. So it's also going to be very interesting.
yeah, and also one new big feature is the 22 drivers in the lobby, which it hasn't been seen so far. You will only be able to do 16 at max.
Yeah, but I don't think that that was necessary, because I think for YouTubers who are going, or big YouTubers,
Yeah,
to
for a sprint lobby with subscribers, it could be
yeah,
useful.
but otherwise I don't think it's going to be necessary, because sometimes you even struggle to get a lobby, yeah,
Yeah,
in some games.
if it still has a hopper session, then no one will feel that. I have to say. And yeah, some other features like safety car, virtual safety car, they have been talking so far, and yeah, pretty interesting with the virtual safety car. You won't need a safety car, but you'll just have to drive with a limiter. Let's say it's 80 kilometers an hour through the sector or the whole track. Maybe if it's a crash and there's no need for the safety car, the marshals will just get rid of the debris and the race can start after 2-3 laps. And also, very interesting with the tires, because now you can start on which tires you want, and you can allocate yourself as many tires as you want from each set, and that could make the difference. Let's say if you do a league race or a career mode, if you do the correct choice of those.
Yeah, and I think the strategy is going to be really interesting in the races, because you can decide if you're going on a 3-stop on 3 times, or yeah, do 3 times
So
the
your optimum strategy, let's say.
yeah, and I don't think that there will be an optimal strategy at the start of the race, or maybe two, because there are many different ways to yeah in
To
the
do it.
race.
And also about R&D, because there has been a lot of talking about this. So R&D will be back after F1 2014, actually, because it was in 2014. So we'll be able to, let's say, pick a manner and get to the Mercedes level if you do as many points, I believe. So if you just continue to develop, and you could bring that matter up to Mercedes level, but that would be
Well,
something really new.
I don't think that this is possible. I only think you can bring the mana up to maybe Red Bull level or something like that. I don't believe you can bring it up to Mercedes level, but
Well,
we have to.
if the depends of the level of your let's say sweating on the career mode.
Yeah, but you don't know how many points you're going to get in those RNG sessions.
But
And
yeah, but it'll be really interesting to bring a manner to a Mercedes level. I mean,
yeah,
it
that
will be
would be
something.
interesting,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's possible.
I mean, they may have scored points at Austria, but yeah, to bring it to a Mercedes level, even though it's a game, it will be a hard task.
I think it's even a hard task to bring maybe Williams to Mercedes level because I think also Mercedes are then developing the car and are also getting a little bit quicker.
And yeah, other new features. It's from the website. Remodeled curbs, brand new surfaces, and yeah, and also the curbs this year are gonna be really dangerous. Some you can attack them, some you cannot. So pretty much as in real life. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they have those really big curbs as in Austria. Those Krenwurst, let's call them.
Yeah, or sausage curbs or
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it could be very interesting, but yeah, as I said previous, that was a necessary step that Codemasters needed to do to make the game more realistic and not like I would say boring in the last game where you can ride every curb and just don't get thrown away. And
And
also,
yeah.
or do you want to speak about that? Or
No, I was going to continue with another point.
okay.
You can now choose your day time for the race. So let's say you can do a full 100% league race distance at Monaco at night. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I think it's a nice feature, but I don't think that's necessary because you have some mods to do it, and
Well, yeah, for PC, but think about the console users as well.
yeah, but I don't think that that was necessary. I don't want to have like every race for in twilight conditions or a night race. I think it is pretty interesting to change some circuits, for example, Singapore to a day race, but I
Or imagine Spa at full night, Eau Rouge, cars going flat out.
for me, I don't need it personally, but
Well, that's up to every single player, I guess.
yeah.
Alright,
And
so we've talked about manual starts, formation laps, which is, like I said again, pretty interesting. We haven't seen before on F1 on Codemasters game, I should say, because it has been on F1 Championship Edition. But yeah, for some it will be pretty interesting, and also, like I said, the mixed star strategies that are this year.
yeah, and also I want to go to one more point, and that are the replay cameras. And in the trailer, you saw some pretty interesting shots, especially from the pit stop. And I hope that you can change maybe the cameras in the replay settings so that you can choose from different camera modes, so that you don't have one camera view from for one lap every time. So that could be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know, you don't realize it because you don't do a career mode where you go through the replays.
Career modes are not really my point. Yeah, but it will be pretty interesting with the also with your race engineer, and also create your own legend, because that's the motto of the game. Create your own legend. Basically, you can create your own avatar. Let's say go in a back team. Let's say Sauber, Manor, Renault, and you
Yeah.
can and also you can do 10 seasons in this game. So let's say you can stay at Manor for a couple of seasons, then slowly but surely go towards, let's say, a Mercedes, or you start with Sauber and go towards Ferrari and something like that.
Yeah, that's all. all pretty interesting. But what I think is pretty interesting, in the trailer we saw a man with like an info shield or which they hold out during the race. We saw one of them, and I think it would be very cool to have some of these in the races so that you have some informations about your race.
Yeah, but it would be pretty interesting to see if you can actually ask about, let's say, if you have a car problem, same as real life. If you have a car problem, and what settings you need to do on the dash just to solve it.
Yeah,
If they will be allowed or they won't be allowed as in real life.
I hope that there will be more car problems because if, as we see in real Formula One, there are a lot of car problems and we don't have any of these. I don't think that I even have had an engine failure in one of the Formula One games. Maybe one, but that's not
Yeah, but
very.
imagine if that happens on a league race, what you do?
Yeah,
That'll be pretty shit.
well, you can do it that in online it doesn't happen so often,
Yeah, I
but
think there are
but
problems with online, but yeah, for career mode it could be interesting.
yeah,
And also the manual starts are going to be a problem for AI as well because they can pretty bog down at the start. Let's say
yeah,
you're Lewis Hamilton and you just mess up your start from pole position and you have to go through the pack and to
yeah.
follow them, and which will be pretty hard.
I think we saw it in the trailer where Logan
But
pulled the start.
yeah,
Yeah,
at Russia.
and Alonso just flew by him. So I think it would be pretty interesting to have like a different starting reaction from each of the drivers. For example, Alonso has a really good reaction, and maybe I don't know Hulkenberg, for example, a really bad. So that there will be some position changes.
Yeah, also with the with the manual starting with the releasing the clutch. So let's say because we are on the pad, then you will be able to you'll have to press a button, let's say, and where on you'll have on the screen something, and where it says to release the clutch, you'll press, let for example, A, and then you can start. But it'll be pretty interesting. I've never was able to have a manual start.
Well, I think it is so in Project Cars where you have to start manually. And I think it's pretty interesting, but yeah, also you can pretty easily bottle the start or even jump the start.
Yeah, also jumping the start is a pretty interesting point. Jumping the start can cost you a penalty, let's say drive through or a 5 second penalty, and you'll have to deal with it after the race.
Yeah,
And yeah, this has been the video for today. There gonna be more if we're gonna have some more information from Codemasters, but yeah, I don't have anything else to add. What about you?
no, I pretty much said everything I
So
wanted.
the base game looks pretty good, but yeah, as you guys may know, we are both league racers, so we're pretty interested in online and handling. And the trailer is a good base, but yeah, we're gonna wait for that to see how it is, and maybe for some videos as well. But yeah, this has been for today. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Make sure to check Fun's channel as well. And yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. See you.